Hello guys, good morning. It's Dave Santarelli from BreakingChartAlerts.com. Welcome aboard. Happy Monday, guys. We have big news today. Oracle's having a big pop. If you guys didn't watch the pre-market video that we just uploaded, Oracle's surging here in the pre-market hours after they announced a partnership with TikTok. As you can see here, ORCL. Nice climb here on Oracle here, $61, got all the way up to $69 in the pre-market. This is going to be one we're going to be taking a look at here. So I'm writing that down on my list right now on my notepad here, Oracle. That's going to be one. Another one here is Nvidia. Take a look at Nvidia. Nvidia shares are climbing almost 8% here after they buy another chip maker called ARM Holdings for $40 billion in cash and stock. Stock is rocking higher here, up 8%. I think we could easily see this get back up to that 575 to 600 in the next week or two. So that's going to be another one. Oracle, Nvidia. Another one's moving here in the pre-market, IMMU, Immunomedics. They're being acquired by Gilead Sciences for $21 billion. Shares have doubled here, up 105%. They're being bought for $88 a share. Pfizer announced that they have a vaccine. It should be ready and distributed in the United States by the end of this year. Delta Airlines. Delta announced they're using its frequent flyer program to buy back debt of $6.5 billion. Shares of Delta are climbing 2% here in the pre-market and still on the rise. NKLA, Nikola, shares were dropping big here, down about 6% after there's further allegations of corporate fraud here. So, big day today, guys. I want to take a look at Oracle, keep this on a 1 minute today, and then we're also going to put Nvidia here. I want to look for some tech stocks. We're getting a nice climb in the market. Dow's up 210 points. Nasdaq's up 160. S&P 500's up about 35 points here. We're seeing Oracle getting a nice climb here in the market. Shares up about 6.5%. Let's put Nvidia on it today, 1 minute. And then the charts above me, I'm going to put on Qs and SPY. Qs, I'm going to change that to it today, 1 minute. Nice climb here, still continuing on Nvidia. That's going to be something we could certainly take a look at here on a trade like Nvidia. I wouldn't call that a big drop, Andrew. That's still up 6% here. 61 down to 60, 31. That's 70-cent drop from the highs. Not a big drop there. Nvidia is still on the climb here. I want to keep an eye on that. Also, Apple's having a nice climb here. Take a look at Apple quick. Apple's still on the climb. Looking good. 3-month daily here. It's climbing off that 110 support at that 50 SMA. That might be a nice opportunity there. We'll keep an eye on that. I want to watch Nvidia and Oracle for the first few minutes of the day here and see if we could find some good trade opportunities on this, maybe for a paycheck trade. Nvidia is still on the run here, so maybe we could take a look at Nvidia, maybe doing an in-the-money vertical spread here as a paycheck trade. Buy to open, sell to open, call, and we could look at the September 18th monthly expo, which is this week, and we could do something a little bit in the money, maybe the 525.25 vertical spread. That's going for $230 here to be worth $5. So that's not a bad setup there. As long as Nvidia is above 525, that's a net debit limit order here, 2.50 to be worth 2.50. We could pick up, I'll get 5 contracts. We could do 10 contracts of that and keep that on a tight stop there. So that's what I'm going to be doing. 2 points, climbing a little bit here, 2.8. I'll do it up to 2.6. I'm going to buy to open here, place trade, and let's see if we have an execution here. Order status, and we are completed here. So we have an order in. We were completed at 20.37 minus 17.97, 2.4. So we're in this for 2.4. And the nice thing about this could be worth the max of 5. So if we only paid $2.40, 5 divide that by 2.4, 108% max net gain on this Nvidia trade. This is going to be a paycheck trade for us guys, a paycheck trade on Nvidia.
ORCL, Oracle.
Nice job.
Shares were halted on Oracle now, ORCL.
Shares are halted on Oracle, guys. Let's see what Oracle is doing here. Probably had a circuit breaker there. So that's going to be nice. Our stop on Nvidia, so if we paid $2.40, our max stop is obviously going to be 120 at a 50%. But I'm going to take that a little step further and even do maybe like a 1.35 or a 1.4 max stop. Now this one is a big mover, so you're going to expect some implied move here. She's at 520 a share now. We have the 520, 525 vertical spread. It's Monday morning. This expires this week. So not worried about intraday moves on Nvidia. What I'm looking at here is 3-month daily. I want to see that hold above that 10, 20, 50 SMA here and continue that climb. It's looking great. Love the chart there. And I'm going to keep a look on that. Oracle shares are halted. Let's take a look at Facebook here. Facebook hanging right around that 270 a share. Ron Medlin in the trade room says Micron MU is pretty strong. Let's take a look at MU. Micron's really breaking out there, Ron. Nice breakout. Stock up over 6.5%. Continuing to climb. That's got some resistance between 51 and 52 here. You know, so that's a nice little trade there if you want to do something like 30 to 60 days out. Capture that return. If you wanted to do an out-of-the-money vertical spread, you could look at that 50, 51, 51, 52 vertical spread for the October monthly expo. That's a nice little setup there. I definitely would approve of that. You got that 1020 cross holding now above that 1020 50 SMA. That is looking great there. Dow is up 160, Nasdaq's up 138 points, S&P's up 30 right now to start the week off. I'm looking at the watch list here. Good morning, Stephen Powers. Nice to have you with us. I got in the office like around 7:15 this morning. I woke up at 6. I just got out of the bed in a great mood here, seeing all the news happening in the market. So looking good. Take a look at SPY here. SPY today, 1 minute. It's getting a nice bounce off that 10. You can see that. Nice climb here. That's that pop in the morning. That's why we wait that usually that 15 minutes in the morning. But when you get that pop, that retracement, now you're starting to get that climb off 337 support here on SPY. We'll keep an eye on that. Nvidia climbing again here off that 10 again. So looking good here on Nvidia 1 minute chart, getting back up to 525 a share right now. I think that could easily get to 550 this week. That's going to be my target on Nvidia, $550. And if you take a look at the 3-month daily, that's right about where we're going to see that next resistance area is at 550. And after that, it's going to be 600 as the next resistance. So markets are looking good here on the open. Nasdaq's now up 153 points. S&P's up 34, and the Dow's up 190 points. Oracle shares are still halted. Waiting on that news there. I definitely want to do something with Oracle, but if I do, it's probably going to be about 60 to 90 days out because I want to give that enough time for, you know, the market to absorb that information and let that stock continue to climb there. That's huge news for Oracle. And if you take a look at Oracle, let's take a look at the 3-year chart on Oracle here. You know, we're definitely going to be seeing some new all-time highs. We were at them this morning here, but I expect this to continue. This is only a $59 stock now. I think we could easily see next year this at $100 or more. So nice opportunity on Oracle for a longer term trade as well. Pinterest shares are up almost 4% here, up $1.21. If we take a look at PINS, let me put on here that new trade here. Yeah. Let's see here. Apple shares back up about 2%. Apple's holding that 10 here and continuing that climb. Let's see. Tanner says, are you trading Tesla for battery day? You know, me personally, I'm not going to be trading Tesla. Let's see what the stock's been doing here on a 3-month daily. Let me put this back over here to Oracle ORCL. And we'll put that back on it today, 1 minute. That's flat. Tesla's, look at the candles there. Tesla's just trading side by side here. A lot of consolidation here on Tesla. Shares pulled back from 500 all the way down to about 325. So, SPY, guys, look at SPY here. SPY, big breakout on SPY on it today, 1 minute. Look at that climb off that 10 here. It's looking good. Nice climb. SPY's almost at new highs of the day. I think it's Monday, you know. Markets are going to take its time here. Nike had a nice climb. 119 a share on Nike. Our trade on Nike is looking fantastic. I want to see that at about 120 today. SPY. Nice climb here on SPY. Almost at the highs here. See what Qs are doing. Qs, Dow's climbing. Qs, nice climb on the Qs there. Look at that candle. There goes SPY, Qs, Diamond, Dow. Everything's having a nice little breakout here. SPY, new highs of the day. Same thing for Qs. Another nice climb here. Nvidia back above 525. 526 a share on Nvidia. Nvidia shares holding pretty well at that 515, holding that 10. Let's see new highs on Nvidia, 525. Stocks at our trade's going to be at max net gain above 525. We have the 525.25 vertical spread there. That's going to be our paycheck trade, and that's going to be worth $5. A max net gain of 108% above 525 by this Friday. So I like that. And don't worry about intraday moves on Nvidia. It's got news out, so their volatility is going to be there. Facebook is looking good here. Facebook at 273 and climbing. I love the looks of that, but remember what we're looking for. We got to look for that break above that 280 on Facebook. If we break above 280 on Facebook, I'm going to get aggressive and start buying some in-the-money vertical spreads, because what we could do here is use a great strategy. If we break that resistance here at 280, we could use that 280 then as support. So then we could do something like the 270, 750, 280 vertical spread once we break that 280, and then we could have that 280 as our strict stop there, and that would minimize any loss if that trade ended up going against us. So that's really important to remember there on Facebook. I don't want to jump in prematurely. If you want to jump into a day trade, that's a different story. I mean, it's in breakout momentum and continuing to climb. But as far as the swing trade goes, you guys know on a daily chart what we're looking for. Intraday on a today 1 minute, it's in breakout momentum and you're free to day trade that. But usually within the first hour of the day here, especially after a weekend, you're going to see that theta, you're going to see that implied move drop a bit, and the option premiums are going to become cheaper as the day goes on a little bit here. First thing on opening bell, those option premiums are jacked up there because they know people want to be jumping into them. So now it's still continuing to break out here. If we break above that 275, that's going to be looking for a nice swing trade for this week, possibly. Nvidia now at up above 8% for the day, 526, just about. Let's see what else. MasterCard's up 2.5%. Let's take a look at MasterCard here, MA. SPY's still continuing breakout momentum.
Carrier Farm announcing
Nasdaq's now up 190 points, S&P's up 41, and Dow is up 230 points for the day. A lot of good news coming out here. AXP, MasterCard, Visa. Let's take a look at the 3-month daily and compare each of those. So there's MasterCard, here's Visa. 3-month daily, we'll look at each. So you can see they pretty much all do the same thing, right? So then what you're just looking at is where's the next resistance on Visa and MasterCard. Here's Visa over here.
Oracle confirms Secretary Mnuchin's statement that it is part of proposals submitted by ByteDance to the Treasury Department over the weekend, in which Oracle will serve as trusted technology provider. That's Oscar Romeo Charlie Lima.
So what you can see here, let me get up my annotation software here. So what you can see here, we have 2 areas of resistance here now. So first one we have is right at that 205 on Visa. Our second one here is going to be right at that 210. And then our third one here is going to be at 215. So we have R1 at 205, R2 210, R3 at 215. So if we could break that 205 on Visa, we could look for a quick run up to that 210 a share. And I like the look of that. I really like the look of that. Obviously, it's Monday, so we got to give the market a little time to absorb the information. And if we do continue to climb, then on Tuesday, that's what I'm going to be looking at. I don't want to jump into so many trades on Monday. We just took advantage of some momentum trades here on Nvidia, and we'll probably do something with Oracle here. And then also, you guys heard the news about Verizon buying Tracfone there, so that one's a good one there as well. SPY continuing to climb, new highs of the day on SPY. But this is what you're looking for. Same thing here with MasterCard. Here's that R1, resistance 1, 340, R2, 350, and then we'll be looking at that 360 to 365 target as R3 here on MasterCard. So if we continue to break above these resistance areas, here's the 2 resistance areas you want to see break above on Visa and MasterCard. A candle with a body above 205 by tomorrow on Visa would be a nice swing trade for a week or 2 out. You could get some regular calls, and then you could have a target for that 210. Same thing with MasterCard. We break above that 340 resistance, we're going to be looking for that 350. New highs on SPY, continuing breakout momentum, big candle there on SPY. Markets are continuing to climb. Nasdaq's now up 210 points, Dow's up 230, S&P's up 43 points. Facebook, 274. Looking good here. So that's what you're looking for if you're looking for a trade on Visa and MasterCard. And the thing why these are climbing here, obviously, the economy's open up. There's a big candle on SPY. Another big run's coming here in the market. So this is what you're looking for. MasterCard, Visa, AXP. These are obviously your credit card processors here, your credit card companies that are going to do well as the economy continues to open. AMC and movie theaters, they were jam-packed down here in Orlando. I actually did a video. I went out to the shopping centers in 3 areas. I went to the premium outlets, I went to Millennium Mall, and then I went to the Florida Mall. And I looked at that. I wanted to see what traffic was like, and I'm telling you guys, the economy is booming. One of our members actually works for the the train companies, the transportation companies, and they said the volume coming in on those trains, which is actually a huge indicator of the economy. That's one of the best indicators you could get of the overall economy is, what's coming in on trains, because obviously if there's not much product coming in on trains, they're not getting dispersed to stores. So if there's a lot of product coming in, that means things are being sold. And he said the volume's been the highest since pre-pandemic. So that's really great news, and I took that, and I really want to run with that information. That's really important information. Finnegan in the trade room says, and most importantly, football's back. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, some of the restaurants here, they were jam-packed, like Gators, Dockside, Millers. They were packed with customers watching the games there. You know, the only concerns I have with that are the spread of COVID. But, you know, honestly, you know, it's just, guys, Nvidia, 532 a share. Well above our, let me get rid of this annotation here because I can't click on anything when that's up. Take a look at Nvidia here, guys. NVDA, our paycheck trade is going to be making 108% max net gain. Nvidia's at all-time highs, not all-time, days highs here. 532 a share. Today, 1 minute, we're going to be looking for that 550 this week. So even if you wanted to pick up some regular calls, it's still looking great. 530 a share. We have the 520, 525 vertical spread, meaning we have max net gains of 108% above 525 a share by this Friday. Now, again, like I was saying, if you change this to a 3-month daily chart here, our next resistance is at 550. So if you wanted to pick up some regular calls, we could look at this option chain right here. We could bring this down, and we could type in Nvidia here. And if you're looking at the September 18th, look at how crazy this is. You pick up the 525 strike call for about, it's saying $19, but to make it even, let's just say 20. You know, so I could give this example. So that means strike price plus premium paid, 525 plus 20, 545 is your break even. 565 is going to be that 100% return. Why are you going to go with the regular call there if you need it at 565 for 100% return when you could even do something like an out of the money vertical spread, buy to open, sell to open, and you could see right here if we went with the same expo date here. Watch this now. So that one you need the stock at 565 just about for that 100% return. But watch what we could do and take advantage of a smaller move. 545, 550. You could pick this up for $1.30 to be worth 5. 5, divide that by 1.3. That's a 285% return, and you only need the stock above 550 a share. So that's what I mean about looking at those strategies and seeing what type of strategy is best for you. Obviously, there's no way I'd go with a regular call unless you think that's going to break that 550 and head up towards that 575 to 600 this week, but I can't see that happening this week. I could see that happening within the next week or two, but definitely not by this week. But Nvidia, what I would take advantage of is a vertical spread. We made that paycheck trade. That's looking great there. Now let's take a look at Facebook here. It's breaking above that 272 area. Looking good. I want to see that hold that 270. Let's see what else is moving here. Nike is back up to over 119 a share. Our Nike trade is taking off nicely. Nike 119, continuing that breakout momentum. Here's a 3-month daily chart on Nike. It's still continuing to run. Now, good question people ask, where's our stop on Nike? You know, we got a trade that expires this week. We got big profits on our Nike trade. So where are we going to close this trade? Well, it's still in breakout momentum. So what I'm looking for is that first red candle below the previous candle's body. That's the first sign of a retracement, and that's where I'm going to be taking profits. Otherwise, if we get up to about 120, maybe 122, I'll also take profits there, and we should have about 100% or plus return there once we break that 120. Let's see, what else can we look at here? Apple's now up over 3% on the day. Here is Apple 3-month daily. It's looking good, $115. A big pullback from that what was it at? About 137. You know, she had a 20% pullback from those highs after that split, and she came right down to that 50 just like it did back here in, what is this, June 24th. It had that big climb, it retraced back down to that 50 and continued to climb there. Now it's coming down to that 50, base support at 110 a share. Now we could look for that continued climb here up to the next resistance area of around 120. And if it breaks that, we're going to be looking for new highs on Apple. But this is going to be one we definitely want to keep an eye on. JS Buyer, Jerry's in the Nvidia spread for $219, even a better price than me. Great job. Andrew, yes, I saw that news as well. The legalization of marijuana is on the ballot in 5 states. And they were talking about the weed stocks getting a pop off of that news, but I'm really not a weed stock kind of trader. The one I did like down here, the most popular one is Trulieve, TCNNF. So if you look at TCNNF, this is TrueLeave here. They actually got a store right by our office here, and you can see the people going in and out of there all the time. But that's got nice support at 20. I could be looking at $22 to $23 a share on TrueLeave if you wanted to play the medical marijuana type of setup there. Nvidia's up $40 today, $41. Big move on Nvidia. And you could expect volatility on that, so be prepared for volatility, but that's a good setup that we took advantage of. Cisco's up 1.2% here on the day. That's a nice one there on Cisco. Guys, if you're liking this video on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media for me. I decided I wanted to start coming to the office a little bit earlier, probably around 7 a.m. That way I could prepare much more for the pre-market videos and these YouTube videos here. So if you're liking everything here, please give that a thumbs up for us and share it for me. I'd really appreciate it. Cisco's getting a nice climb here. We'll see if that could break 41 throughout the week. Usually it's a 15-minute, but obviously it's been about 20 minutes already. Waiting on news for that with Oracle here. Tesla shares up 3.5%. TDOC shares up about 3%. Snap had a big pullback after that. I'm glad we took those Snap profits on that vertical spread.
PSLA Tesla popping here 386.15. Tesla up 3.5% today. Tango Sandy Lima Alpha.
Tesla. Nice climb on Tesla there. Still continuing to climb, breaking higher for the day. Here's a today 1 minute. Nice breakout momentum on Tesla here, holding that 10. She might get up to 400 by the end of today.
I believe ETFs are a great way to invest in the market. I just don't believe in market cap-weighted ETFs. My research shows how fundamentals can lead to performance, and that's exactly how Wisdom Tree builds their ETF.
Guys on YouTube, members in the trade room, if you guys got any questions, just feel free to let me know. Tesla's still climbing there. There goes SPY taking off again. A nice candle on SPY. Qs, Diamond ETF. NASDAQ's now up 214 points, 215 points. Dow is nearing a 300-point pop here. S&P's up about 46.5 points. So we're continuing that climb this morning. I like that. Now just remember, we got a big climb today. Markets are up over 1%. NASDAQ's up 2%. S&P's up 1.5%. So it's okay when you see that little pullback usually in the afternoon when that buying pressure settles down a little bit. So those of you that are new traders, keep that in mind. And guys, remember, tomorrow we have a class, an advanced traders class for Elite Pro members. And that's going to be on proper hedge and portfolio management during cycle changes. And then our following advanced class for next week, we're going to do that on day trading and swing trading. Finding those setups. The class tomorrow, when is my class tomorrow? Do you remember? 5 to 6. Okay, so tomorrow's class 5 to 6. And they will be sending out an email campaign to you guys about that are yearly Pro Elite members. That'll be going to you guys because that's an advanced class. So only the elite yearly members will have access for that advanced class there on proper hedging and portfolio management trading options. Tesla's still breaking out here. I think that's going to see that 400, guys. If you guys are looking for a day trade on Tesla, feel free. That's a nice climb there. 3-month daily chart here. You should easily see that 400. And if she breaks that 400 and breaks that 10-20 SMA, you could be looking for that 425 to 450. When is battery day? Alex says he's in Tesla. Can't wait for it to hit 400. Finney said 922, so next week. That's probably going to get a continued climb then throughout the days as traders circulate the news of Battery Day. Me personally, I'm just not a fan of Tesla. I mean, I love the company. I love Elon Musk. He's, one of my great mentors. I love reading his books. But as far as the stock's concerned, I think that's way overvalued. I do like their battery department, though. I think that division of the company could really make some money along with their technology, their software that they're going to be licensing out to these other dealerships and other car companies. So definitely some different revenue streams that could be coming in on Tesla. You could be taking advantage of it if you're looking for longer-term trades there. So really nice setup there on Tesla if you're looking for that run into battery week. Me personally, I'm not going to jump in that, but if you wanted to jump in, you could be looking at, let's take a look at the option chain on it. Tesla, if we take a look at that, we could look at the
TIF, Tiffany bid to fast track.
Yes, we do have a class on covered calls there, Amy. That's being edited now and going to be done. That will be done. That's actually uploaded on YouTube. It's just unlisted. I just want to make a couple different edits. Guys, there goes SPY again. Big breakout on SPY. But Tesla, what I was going to be talking about here, so Battery Day is 9/22, right? So here's a perfect example of something you can take advantage of ahead of that Battery Day and ahead of that climb. So if you're expecting Tesla to continue to climb from now until Battery Day, take a look at this trade idea.
There are some deals that Nvidia, maybe Oracle, and not Nvidia. Okay. Thanks, Jim. Certainly.
Buy to open, sell to open. So if Battery Day's on 9/22, obviously we want to get to September 25th Expo, right? And if you're expecting this to continue to climb here, you can look at that 399, 400. Let's see what that's going for. That's going for 40 cents to be worth $1. 45 cents to be worth $1, 37 cents. You're going to see that continue to change after it has big moves here. But if you get that for 40 cents, it could be worth $1. 1 divide that by 0.4. That's a max net gain of 150%. Now, if you think that's going to get up to 525, which is R2, resistance 2 or target 2, you could look at that area and do even the 409, 410. So that way you're still within the money. Look at that, 30 cents to be worth $1. Now let's take a look at that 425. 424, 425 vertical spread. That's going for 30 cents, 27 cents to 30 cents here. So if you're picking that up for 28 cents, 1 divide that by 0.28, that's a max net gain there of 257.14%. That's not a bad setup there if you think that's going to get to that R2 or target 2 profit area there. But like I said, the safer trade, which I think is a really nice setup actually, is picking up that 399, 400 vertical spread. Now obviously, look at how cheap that is too. It's only going to cost you about 45 cents or $45 per contract, that $45 to be worth $100 if Tesla's above 400 a share by September 25th, which is within that time frame of Battery Day. So that's critically important there while you're looking at shares of Tesla and thinking about a trade going into Battery Day. Because obviously, if you're just going to pick up the calls here, take a look. If you pick up the 390 call, that's going for $16.60. So 390, which is your strike price, plus premium paid, let's just say that's $16, okay? So 390 plus 16, that means that 406 is our break even. Add another $16 to that for that 100% return. That means we need the stock at $422 a share to make a 100% return there. Obviously it could blast through that and get up to that $450, maybe even $475. But for me personally, when we're breaking out like this from these lows here and coming down to that 50 SMA support, I love doing those vertical spreads. It's easy money. You don't have to worry about getting to your break even, It's a really nice setup there if you're picking that 399 400 vertical spread up. And right now it's going for 38 cents, 37.5 cents. Divide that by 0.38. That's 163% gain there if she breaks above 400 after battery day. Guys, SPY, new highs of the day on SPY. Take a look at SPY here. Another big climb here on SPY. Nvidia's holding that 525. SPY's continuing to climb here. We are taking off. Here's SPY on a today 1 minute. Another big breakout momentum after consolidation, and resistance at 339 was broken here at that 10:02 candle. Sounds great, Amy. Would be glad to have you as an elite member.
ITCI, Increased Cellular Therapy, seeing activity in the October 35 call. Sweeps, that's India Tango Charlie India, ITCI.
And Amy, if you're interested in upgrading, instead of canceling membership and then upgrading or buying the yearly package, shoot us a message on our Facebook page, Breaking Chart Alerts, and we could easily cancel your monthly membership and change it to the yearly membership for you. And then you'll have access to these advanced classes here as well. So Julia on YouTube says September 22nd was the battery day for Tesla. I don't know, Julia, if you just watched what I just went over with Tesla chart, but I just went over a couple great trade ideas that could be sent out there for Tesla. Ephraim, that would be a really nice trade idea to send out here on Tesla ahead of battery day. Let's do something like this here. So, trade idea on Tesla. I'm not making the trade here. Like I said, I might make it if we break that 400, but for right now, September 25th, the vertical spread here, buy to open, sell to open. You could be looking at the vertical call spread for September 25th here, and this is a great trade idea ahead of battery day. So that could be the title, Ephraim, there for this. Trade idea on Tesla ahead of battery day on September 22nd. So you could look at that 399 400 vertical spread. It's only going for, oh, that one was put, there we go, for 40 cents. 40 cents to be worth $1. That's a max net gain of 150%. Oh. All you need is Tesla to be above $400 a share by September 25th on battery day.
Shares of Kodak continuing to
Colin, so here's how things are going to work with classes, and this is the benefit of being a pro or an elite member. So classes, they're recorded. 1 week after they're recorded, they'll be uploaded on the website because they have to be edited by the girls here. So that will be up either today or tomorrow, Colin. It's actually on the website right now. Not on the website. It's on YouTube right now, but we have it listed as private here. I just want to make a couple different edits on that, and then it will be posted live for you guys. Nike, guys, is nearing 120 a share right now. SPY's breaking out. Another big breakout on SPY. Great, Ephraim. And then also in that description, max net gain on that, 150%. Great job. SPY's continuing to break out here. Take a look at SPY. Another nice candle there. We had big acquisitions, though, today. Like I was talking about, Immunomedics was being acquired by Gilead for $21 billion. Shares of IMMU doubled. They bought them out for $88 a share. Nvidia buying ARM Holdings from SoftBank for $40 billion in cash and stock options. Oracle, the big news, they're partnering with BitDance, which owns TikTok. The reason why they went with Oracle, from my investigation there, is Microsoft really wanted to change a lot of the security features of the TikTok platform for the U.S. operations. And for them to do that, they actually had to change the ways that the app operates. And BitDance, who owns TikTok, really don't want to see their platform changing in the U.S. compared to other global operations there. So that's why they ended up picking Oracle, because Oracle just wanted to keep the platform the way it is, but just add a couple extra safety measures there. And Oracle's partnered with them, not a pure buyout of the American operation. So That was a really nice setup there. No one was thinking that Oracle was going to get that winning bid. Everyone was thinking it was going to go towards Microsoft and Walmart there. So that was a big surprise there in the market when that was announced. Let's see, Nike, SPY still breaking out. Dow's now up 350 points. NASDAQ's up 227. S&P's now up 54 points as we continue to climb here from the pullback we had last week. We're still not out of the clear. If you look at SPY 3-month daily, keeping our trades a little smaller until we break that 1020. We came down to support. We held support here. You know, now what we're going to be looking for is that break above that 342, 343 area on SPY. If we see that, we could have a nice run there. There goes SPY again on a today 1 minute new highs of the day. Big climb there on SPY, continuing that breakout momentum. Let's take a look at Qs now. On a today 1 minute chart, Qs still breaking higher, looking good there. 3-month daily. We're holding that red 50 SMA. You guys know the trade plan. Holding that red 50. Now we're looking for that climb above 280. We climb above 280 there, we could have that next breakout. Right now, you're trading side by side, so you can't be too large yet. You know, even though we see a great day in the market today, I'm looking for that break above 280 on Qs. You know what they say about Tuesdays, turnaround Tuesdays, so we got to watch and keep our eye on that. If we pull back tomorrow, then obviously the volatility is just going to keep remaining choppy like that. But I like the news that came out over the weekend. I like everything that's going on politically. You know, there's not much drama. The only thing that concerns me are the two things: the wildfires in California, which are stunning there. I mean, you guys saw the orange skies there, and that's moving up to Oregon. So I hope John's out of harm's way over there. You know, you're not? Oh, man. Could you see the orangest skies where you live? Pretty crazy, though. You see them by the Golden Gate Bridge there, and, you know, it's just a orange sky. John said worst air quality ever up there in... You're in Oregon, right? Or Washington? Washington, I think. Smoke inside buildings like Home Depot.
CLVS
Spokane, Washington, east side of the state.
Cancer-related stock.
Hopefully you guys are staying safe there.
Purchased by Immunomedics, by Gilead.
Oracle shares are still halted.
Update on that Tiffany report, TIF, Delaware Court scheduling September 21st hearing on Tiffany.
Still having a nice climb in the market, guys. Look at Q's taking off here. Big takeoff here in Q's. Nvidia, 527 a share. Still above our max net gains on our vertical spread. The 520, 525 vertical spread. Max net gain on that is going to be 108% there. Skyjack said he's near Seattle. Smoke is terrible up there as well. And the sad part is they're saying these fires are just going to get worse as the heat index continues to climb. Drier air is going to be coming up. We have an El Nino and El Nina pattern coming up in the weather. And keep that in mind. So they're saying warmer temperatures in the north and a little bit cooler temperatures in the south for the time being with those El Nino and La Nina patterns. But as far as that goes, like I said, the virus and, you know, the political campaign seems okay right now, you know. I don't think there's too much drama going on with that. Just the typical, you know, the typical political nonsense that happens every presidential election. But other than that, you know, it's the virus, election, and the wildfires out there in California that are spreading that are the main concerns. And I think if we get those three things up under control here, we should see the markets continue to climb. There was also news that Trump has gained some momentum in the polls. So obviously there was news that about Biden, you know, his tax plan. They were actually talking about changing the tax structure here as soon as he got elected, if he got elected. And, you know, And Wall Street didn't like that too much. There goes Qs again. Another new high on the Qs. SPY's continuing to climb here. Diamond Dow's up 340. Nasdaq's up 241. S&P's up 54. Nice climb here. Nvidia's holding above that 525.
did a very good job of summarizing where this potential transaction sits right now. I don't understand what's going on, and if this is as simple as a forced technology transfer,
Looking good here.
this is something that we have complained about for years. That makes
Guys on YouTube, Trade Room, any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm just looking at the watch list. Facebook's at 275 now. Take a look at Facebook, continuing that run here. Look at that run on Facebook. Retracement down to that blue 20 SMA, starting that climb. So we want to see a climb above that 275.65 area for that next run up to 276. Let's see, what's Apple doing? Apple's up 2.81%. Amazon's up about 60 points now, up 2% for the day, 31.76 a share.
But Sarah, I've been fairly bullish the whole cycle. I've always
And guys, if you guys are live with us on YouTube, please give this video a thumbs up and share it for me. Subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, it will greatly help me out.
necessary, and I still applaud the federal government for getting involved in making sure that we could get through the early stages of the crisis. But now, if you think of where we are from an economic standpoint, we continue to grow, we continue to bring people back to work. We still have some weak spots, and we've got to acknowledge those weak spots in small businesses, particularly travel, leisure, entertainment, hospitality. Watching sports over the weekend with empty stadiums, you can start heartbreaking to watch a 4-hour tennis match with no one sitting there in the stands or football. We've got to figure out a way to bring those people back in because all the ancillary businesses around them are important. That said, the U.S. economy continues to fight back and we're relatively strong. And I think what you're seeing is in the business community, they're saying, look, this is a really interesting opportunity to consolidate and buy some assets that I may not be able to get my hands on in the future. As the economy continues to grow and get stronger, these assets are only going to be more valuable. And if I can
MOGU, Mogu getting a pop here. Michael Oscar Golf Uniform, MOGU, hitting a high of $2.56, up 20%. Michael Oscar Golf Uniform, MOGU.
I'm curious, Gary, as to your thoughts about the need for additional assistance.
Company announcing
overall, whether it be to small businesses or to states.
earlier a $10 million share buyback program. That's Michael Oscar Golf Uniform.
Do you think we need it?
Yeah. So remember, David, the first set of fiscal stimulus was a blunt instrument. We sort of spread it everywhere, which at the time was the right thing to do. I think at this point we need a much more detailed or scalpel-like approach. And the place where we need it the most is in the small business community.
Markets are still continuing to climb here, guys. Take a look at SPY, still on the run.
Well, as of course, waiting to see what you guys do in terms of
SPY continuing to break out, getting up to 340. 340 is going to be major resistance on SPY. That's a big move there. If we could see that breakout above 340 on SPY, we're going to be looking good this week here.
CBAT getting another pop here to the
Pinterest
high,
is now up 5% for the
now,
day. Take a look
closing
at
above
PINS. Nice climb here on Pinterest. New highs of the day on Pinterest. 3-month daily chart here on Pinterest. We could be looking at 37.50 on the next run here for Pinterest. I love that breakout. Held that 35 support. 37.50 is going to be the next area. Guys, SPY's breaking out again. Another big breakout on SPY.
Shares moving here $2.28 up.
And SPY's continuing to run there. There she goes on SPY. Big breakout momentum on SPY as the markets continue to climb. Dow is now nearing a 400-point gain for the day. S&P up about 59 points. NASDAQ just climbed 251.
6.5% for MVIS.
Nice climb. NASDAQ's up 2.31% here. So a nice climb here from last week's pullback. Dow's up about 1.4%. S&P's up 1.75% here.
I think we're ready to singularly focus on what is right and true and deliver that every night. Hard news, that's a given. But we'll find the time to focus on stories that inspire, that make you smile. When our newscast is over, I hope people feel like they learned something. And I hope they'll feel like they want to come back tomorrow. The facts, the truth, the news.
Yeah, they should be. I think they do get the live text alert that we're live. I'm not sure if it was sent out. I'm not on the text alert system. The admin can't get their own text alerts, which is nuts. Yeah, I asked him about that. I'm like, why don't I get the text messages? He goes, the admin can't get them. I'm like, kidding me? There we go. Oracle finally opened up there. There goes Oracle. Nice climb here on Oracle. 60.58. Continuing to climb. Big candles here on Oracle. Keep an eye. This is going to be something we're probably going to make a swing trade on with some regular calls. Going out 3 to 6 months out for Expo.
ORCL,
I want to watch
Oracle
this.
shares resume trading now. Oscar Romeo Charlie Lima. Oracle shares at 67 now. Up 6.5%. That's ORCL, Oracle. VERO, Venus Concept.
There goes Oracle again. Now Qs are taking off. SPYs are continuing to climb.
ZIOP, Xylophone hitting new highs now. Dual India Oscar Papa, $2.91, up 16%. ZIOP.
I think the 6% is a good, right? And we are striving to get
Once that Oracle really starts climbing here, that's going to be a nice one to take advantage of here with a swing trade. Guys, and take a look at the profits here for today. This is what I like to see. We are up $2,305.80 here for the day. Nice climb here, and the market's still climbing. Our UPS trade's looking great. Our Rocket trade. Did you guys check out Rocket today? I didn't. Look at what the heck that thing's doing. RKT. Rocket shares up over 4% as it rockets higher here. 3-month daily chart. I like it holding that 2250. I think we're going to easily see 25 bucks a share this week on Rocket. We have this week's expo. I think, was it a Paytrack trade or was it a regular trade here? We have the 22-23 vertical spread here. Pretty decent sized trade on that. So as long as she's above $23 a share this Friday, we're going to have max net gains on that spread there. What did we pay for it? Let me see here. 2.67 minus 2.13. We paid 54 cents for that to be worth $1. So the max net gain on that is an 85.2% return on our Rocket vertical spread. And again, that's as long as she's above 23 bucks a share. She could drop 65 cents, we'll still make that 85.2% return. Blah blah on YouTube says, Dave, ever think about being a horse race announcer? I want to be able to take that pay cut, blah blah. Let me know though if there's any opportunities on my spare time.
Paved the way for high patient satisfaction by adding IPL-based photo rejuvenation treatments to speed up services.
Oh, our Nike trade is absolutely killing it. We're up $1,000 again on our Nike trade today.
From the company.
Look at Nike go. I want to see one more good day on Nike, and we could lock in. We're already up 55% on our Nike trade. You know, if we want to lock that in, we can. Yeah, you know what? Let's lock it in. We could use that, so see, this is why I want to lock it in. So you guys remember when you have that big discrepancy between the 10-day simple moving average and where the candle is now. This is an important lesson here. So look at the chart. You remember when we're having that big breakout above that 10, you see the gap here between that 10 SMA and where that candle is. Usually then it'll either flatten out or it'll pull back down to that 10 before climbing again. So I definitely want to lock in profits, because if we pull back down to that 117.50 or 115, I could add to Nike, make a new trade on it. You see the gap right now from where the 10 is to where that is now? There's a good chance she gets up to that 120 resistance and then has that pullback. So to prevent that, we're up 54% on our Nike trade right now. We have 10 contracts. Here we go. Let's lock that up. Lock her up. That's a live order there. Let me change that just to get that to fill. I'll drop her down to 250. Alrighty, guys, we have an execution at 2.50 on Nike. Nike trade is closed. We locked in. I don't know what the percentage profit is because I didn't see what I paid for it. Ephraim, what did we pay for that Nike trade?
$23.89 off of that call activity, AXTA.
We paid $1.63. What did I just say we sold it for? For 2.50. $53% gain on Nike. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Oh man, I got a acid reflux today. I don't think it's every time I talk it. You hate that, it burns. Okay, getting back to business here. Let's see. I go off on the weirdest things, don't I? I keep it real. Look at SPY still running here. SPY, new highs of the day on SPY, a big breakout. Dow is now up 386, Nasdaq's up 258. SPY's now up over 60 points. Look at that breakout on SPY here. Look at that breakout on SPY. Huge run here. Big candle on SPY. Retraced. Consolidation for about 6 candles right here. Now there's that next breakout. We broke above that 340, which was a major resistance area, and we're continuing to climb now. SPY's running. Q's are running. Dow's running. We are looking good here. Nice climb here on the day, guys. Now, we have a Facebook trade for the October 16th monthly expo. We have the Facebook 295 300 vertical spread here, and it's a pretty decent trade here. Got 25 contracts. So what we're going to be looking at doing is locking in possibly that 300 call that we're short. I'm up $34,000 on that short leg right now. If I want to buy that back, it's going to cost me about $8,400 to buy it back. So if I see Facebook break that 380, 380, what the hell am I talking about here? 280. If I see Facebook break that 280, that's where I'm going to be buying back that short leg for the October Expo, because we have over a month until that expiration. And if Facebook starts that breakout momentum, take a look. She's got plenty of room to climb. Then if we get back up to that 300 in a month, you got to understand, she went from 300 down to 260 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trading days. 6 trading days, she went from 300 down to 260. You see that candle right now, that big green candle? She's up almost 4% for the day. Now, could you imagine if she climbed now like that for the next 4 days? Then we're back up to that 300 before the end of September here. So that's when it's important to buy back those short legs there and let that long call go then. Because we could lock in some massive gains now and let that Facebook trade run. Because right now we're capped at 300, and as the stock climbs, yes, the calls are gaining value there, but the short leg is losing money as the stock climbs. So I'd rather lock in that short leg on Facebook now and let the long calls go, and then we could continue to lock in larger profits as those calls run. Great job on the app alert there. Official trade close. Nike 53% gain. Facebook. UPS is running. So here was the order status for the trades that we made. So the first one was the Nvidia. That was our paycheck trade. We got that completed, 10 contracts. And then we just sold our Nike for a 53% gain there. So nice gain on Nike. We completed that at $250 a contract. I think Oracle, guys, that's going to be one we're going to jump into if we break that 6150. We break 6150, I want to be jumping in Oracle. Okay, that's really important. I want to keep an eye on that. It's still continuing to climb, still holding that 10 here since it reopened here after that trading halt. So that's important to keep an eye on. Belarus. Where's Belarus? In South America? North America? China? Belarus. Who the heck goes to Belarus? Next to Russia. Oh boy. There goes Oracle. She wants to break that 61.
Shows
SPY is pulling back a little bit from those highs. First candle below that 20 on a today 1 minute. And that's because we're coming up around 11.
We did get a proposal over the weekend
Typical.
that includes Oracle as the trusted technology partner, with Oracle making many representations for national security issues. There's also a commitment to create TikTok Global as a U.S. headquartered company with 20,000 new jobs. I'm not going to go into the entire proposal. We will be reviewing that at the CFIUS committee this week, and then we'll be making a recommendation to the president and reviewing it with him.
And that was Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin earlier on Squawk Box discussing the selection of Oracle as ByteDance's U.S. partner for TikTok.
ANBS, Anavis, Bio, low volume,
Announced their bid was
hitting
rejected.
new highs now around 10% higher at the high 530 now. Out from the Victor Sandy.
Statement that it is part of the proposal submitted by ByteDance to the Treasury Department over the weekend, in which Oracle will serve as the trusted technology provider. Oracle has a 40-year track record providing secure, highly performant technology solutions, unquote. One of our next guests says even if a deal is reached, the structuring will be
LODE, Comstock Mining, getting a pop here on some volume coming in. Lima Oscar Delta Echo. LODE company announced it completed the transaction, completed the Lucerne transaction, recognizing the $18 million gain. That's LODE now the intraday high. Lima Oscar Delta Echo, LODE.
Look, did you guys hear the breaking news? So, like, what I like to do throughout the day is read articles, see what's going on in the world, right? Did you hear what China's doing now? China's making a deal with India, and China's laying all the cables to bolster communications and internet in India. And China is going to be the owner of all those cables and wires in India. I don't like the looks of that, you know, how they're, you know, I don't know what the hell India is thinking about that, but...
RIGL, Regal Pharma, at the highs now, $2.45. Romeo India Golf Lima.
Indian officials say Chinese troops were laying network of optical fiber cables in the Himalayan flashpoint within India.
I'm not sure I understand how this comports with the divestiture executive order, regardless of how Oracle was chosen, and
That's from Thomson Reuters, that article I was just reading. Yeah, they were fighting. They're doing that amid the fights.
national security concerns are actually going to be addressed in the setup. That doesn't mean that it won't be. I just don't have enough information to make that call.
They're doing that, you know, to try to resolve the standoff that they're having. So, for me, I personally don't want to see China getting ahead like that, you know. It should be the United States doing that, because obviously that information and data, that's something we could use down the road, something we could charge for. But why does China want to rebuild another nation there, you know, or try to help build? Yes, exactly. Blah blah on YouTube said that's bad monitored internet. I agree.
Perception is whether or not there's credibility in the national security concerns that were expressed by the president, and whether an Oracle setup, such as we know it, actually meets those concerns and has the integrity that the executive order presumably rests upon, right?
It's David. You know, basically same question. John and I have been raising it to you. I mean, I find myself wondering as well. This was actually what TikTok was trying to engineer when Kevin Mayer came in. Make ourselves sort of a U.S.-based company, move our servers over here, tell everybody we're fine. We're not changing the algorithm. So my question is, does this make sense to you, and what do you make of it?
No, I think you're raising the exact precise issue that I think a lot of us who are observing this make. And I think the other side of the equation, let's not forget, is whether or not the Chinese, the new export controls are going to be required to provide.
We'll be getting off here at about 5 minutes, 10:45. That way we could continue to do these lessons we're doing throughout the intraday, which are building out the education suite for the Pro and Elite members here on the website, which you guys are absolutely going to love. So let me just go through this with you guys quick here of what we're doing here at Breaking Chart Alerts. So if you guys could see this education tab right here on YouTube or on the Zoom here that we're doing. This education tab, once we're finished with these videos, which we've built out quite a bit now, there's going to be a whole suite here depending on your level. When you click on that, you're going to have access to either, if you're a trader member, obviously you're going to only have access to beginner classes. If you are a pro trader, you'll have access to beginner and intermediate classes. And then if you're a yearly elite member, you'll have access to the advanced, intermediate, and beginner classes right from the get-go. So really nice education suite we're building out here on Breaking Chart Alerts. And I'm really excited to launch that. And we should have that launched fully within the next month. They're going to be dripped out now, and I'm going to be giving you guys the videos that are finished. But the whole education suite should be built out within about a month. And that's going to have some really great content and different types of categories that we go over.
In terms of, national security, I mean, Amazon, although they didn't get that big DoD contract, certainly has their share of contracts. We know Azure got the DoD contract. I mean, Oracle would not be the first name necessarily that you would settle on for that, would it?
Well, so the fundamental question here is who settled? So if you're running TikTok, you're really the one that's facing this divestiture statement from CFIUS.
SPY's not doing much, holding that 339.50 at that 50. After that big climb, Dow's still up 350 points. Nasdaq's up 236 points, 2.17% for the day. S&P still up 55 points on the day here. Looking good. Nice climbs here. Let's see what Marriott's doing here. Guys, look at how Oracle's steadily continuing to climb. It needs to break that 61 resistance here to look at a trade. SPY's starting to climb here as well.
Macy's, letter M now moving a bit here.
Macy's is moving.
All activity.
Unusual option activity coming up on Macy's, guys. 3-month daily chart on Macy's. Big pullback there. Look ready for a nice climb here. I like that setup there on Macy's. Held that $7. You could have that $7.50 as the next target profit area on Macy's if you wanted to jump in. Guys, there goes Oracle taking off here. Let's end the day, the morning session here, with picking up an Oracle trade.
Nova Bay Pharma getting a pop here. November Bravo Yankee. NBY.
I'll go something with the, I'll go with the October 16th. Should be going a little bit further out. Oh, this is dirt cheap here. The 62.50. I love that setup there. I like that setup quite a bit. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to pick up a small trade on it for now. I'll probably just pick up about, let's see here. I just want to make it about a $1,500 trade now, and we'll add to it. 1,500, divide that by, look at the option activity on the 65 strikes. We can pick up the 65. I'll pick up 10 contracts then of the 65 calls for October 16th. That's going to be a nice setup there. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it. Here's the order status. That was completed. Here's a new official trade. We're in Oracle October 16th, 65 strike. We're in at $1.48 a contract. I'm going to have a nice target on that of about, I think that could get up to 75 bucks, to be honest with you. I think we could have a nice continued climb on that, at least 70. 70 is going to be target 1 on that. And let me write this in the trade room. All right, and guys, look at SPY here. SPY is starting to run again. So we made some great trades. Look at the SPY today, 1 minute. We're starting to climb above that 1020 again. Retracement down to that red 50 on a today 1 minute. Starting that climb. Look for a break above 340.25 for that next run on SPY. We're looking great. That's going to conclude the morning session here. Remember, the class is going to be tomorrow, and that's going to be on proper hedging and portfolio management there with our trade plan and with trading stock options. So, important class tomorrow. It will be recorded. It won't be available until probably the week after once it's recorded, but make sure you guys get signed up for that. That's an advanced class. That's going to be for our yearly elite members. So if you guys need access to that or want to upgrade the accounts, just shoot a message to Breaking Chart Alerts, and they'll get you situated with that. Alrighty, guys, great start to the morning. We locked in some nice profits, and I look forward to seeing you guys at 2 o'clock today. Alrighty, take care, guys. Have a great day, and let's have a great week. Take care, God bless, and stay safe. Bye-bye. I'll be in the trade room for our current members if you need anything here. And those of you on YouTube, if you guys want to get signed up, you guys could go to breakingchartalerts.com, and you guys could go to, let me log out of this account here so you guys can see what it's going to look like for you. So all you need to do is go to breakingchartalerts.com. If you guys want to join us, go to membership plans and pricing.
PRTH, Priority Tech Holdings.
And then trader memberships for totally new traders. That's $125 a month. You only have access to the live video trading in the morning and the trade room. Pro traders, you have access to the morning and afternoon trade session. And then the Pro Trader Elite, you're going to have access to the beginner classes, intermediate classes, and advanced classes there throughout the year. And they're going to be held on a weekly basis. So, nice selection here. If you guys are interested in the class tomorrow, sign up for the Pro Trader Elite. And if you guys have any questions, right here is our live support. You guys could shoot us a message here and let us know if you need help with anything. Have a great day, guys. God bless, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.